Hello, this is your Captain Kianda, and I'd like to introduce you to Google Earth Pro Flight Simulator. Yes, this is a real thing, and it's free. It's a free way to do some flying. So first you'll need to download the Google Earth Pro, and I typically use a yoke or a USB joystick, but I'll also talk with you as if you're using a mouse or keyboard and share a few commands that can be used during the simulator flight. In addition, you can also download these very easily from the internet. To get to the simulator, go to Tools, then select Enter Flight Simulator, and here you can choose any of the listed airports to depart from. I'll go with London Heathrow. You'll also have two different types of aircraft, a fighter jet F-16 or SR-22 prop single engine. Obviously, you know what I'm going to choose. And also because we want to fly low and slow down in the valley where an F-16 can't even make the corners. So once you choose whichever plane you prefer, you select Start Flight to begin. The sidebar disappears and the heads-up display appears, which is called the HUD or the HUD. So let's look at the HUD symbology real quick. Airspeed on the left, knots heading is on the top, degrees of altitude is on the right, and how many feet you climb or your climb rate is going to either represent as a plus or minus in the feet per minute. The standard attitude indicator for a pitch and roll is located on the far left side of the throttle position. Full throttle is on the right, and that would be if your elevator is up and down or left or right rudder. I'm going to hit the F key for flap degrees, and you hit it twice if you're going to be flying the F-22. Also consider you may want to use the G key to cycle the gear up and down. Now to take off, you need to add power. This is done by increasing the throttle. To use the brake, decrease your throttle. To pull off, you'll need full power and 20% flaps. For this plane, when the speed reaches about 300, I'm going to go ahead and start the lift. Not too much lift or it'll crash. Next, you'll want to retract your flaps once you reach your desired height. For me, I'm comfortable with about 5,000 feet in this single engine SR-22. While we're taking off, we need to make sure that the sensor is located right where the plus sign is, and that means that it's in a neutral position on your screen. And then you go ahead and whatever procedure is required, you want to fold up your landing gears or press F. It's very important that you click the terrain button if you want to fly around some large cities like San Francisco, Paris, or Houston. You're going to probably want to click on the buildings as well as look at the buildings because it makes them look much better. Remember to take on an interplane frequency of 1 or 2 decimals and designate the direction. We're going to go over different drainages and upstreams and downstreams rather than north, south, east, or west because rivers can turn and twist. More importantly, where we are is good for our situational awareness in that we know that if we're going upstream, then we should be climbing downstream. Also, we're going to stay on one side of the valley or the other, typically the right side. Depending on the winds, you might want to be on the uplifting side of the valley, and in that case, you're going to have to watch out for other traffic. There may be other aircrafts that's going to be in the way in these type of valleys. So if we stay on one side, we're going to be clear of this traffic. Plus, we're always going to have a way to turn around if we need to. When it's time to land, set your power to medium and activate your flaps. Increase your flap percentage as you get closer to the runway, slowly. And also let your gears down and steadily decrease the power. Once you set down, set your flap to maximum 100%. Okay, let's go back for a moment. I did not mention to you about pinning the airports, and you don't have to pay attention to this because we didn't do a full flight, but if you want to take notes on this, or just remember that you must pin the airport that you'd like to land at.
Come on, y'all.
You can select the yellow pin above and give it a name. You can change the icon even if you like. Next, you just want to mark your runway so that it's visible to you. Place pins at the corner of the runway, and this makes it easier for me as well as probably anyone else to see when it's time to land, since there's no ATC because it's not a full flight. Also, pin the runway in the landing position. I hope this video was helpful, and I know we were kind of all over the place, but I just really want to introduce you to the ideology that you can use free flights software just by going on Google Earth Pro. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Onward and upward.